I'm glad that you've decided to take paper conferencing or will be paper conferencing with me in Great Books 5 this year. This video is prepared to help all of you understand just how to get most out of the paper conferencing experience and help that situation to go easiest. First, I hope you noticed that paper conferencing or for your Great Books 5 papers, you do not hand these papers in at the same time as the regular papers. You hand them in early. In the case of Great Books 3, you hand the paper in 2 weeks early, which gives us 1 week to be able to do your paper conference, and then you have another week to rewrite the paper and send in your final version. Now, when you come in for the Webex conference, please note that there is not any schedule. You come into the Webex conference, and when you come in, I will put you up on the board and you will need to wait your turn. Now, in order to make sure that you get your conference in, please do come in as early as you can. If you wait to the last of my scheduled office hours, a good chance that you'll be packed in there with all the rest of the people that waited to the last minute, and I will not be able to do your conference for as long as we should. So please come in as early as you can in the schedule. Also, when you come into the Webex room, you'll notice a list of names on the whiteboard. As people come into the room, I will simply put your name up on the list, and it's basically first come, first served, so the people who've come in first will be at the top of the list, and as people come in later, they'll be at the bottom. And as I get done with paper conferences, you will notice I will mark people's names off the list. That list will give you an idea as to when you will be up next for your conference. My suggestion is simply to come with your GBT reading and leave the computer screen up and simply watch the list of names progress, and then when it comes close to your time, turn on your computer audio, wait for me to finish the conference right before yours, and then be ready at your computer for us to start yours. Also, it is very important for you to remember to make a recording. Now, in order to make a recording on Webex, you go up to Meeting and then down to Start Recording. Now, it's very important that this recording is going to be going because I will be talking quite quickly. I am not going to talk slowly enough for you to take notes, and also it's very important for you to be asking clarifying questions as we go along, and if you're trying to take notes, you won't be able to do that. It's very important for you to understand my comments and to be able to respond to them, so please pay attention to what I'm saying and ask questions as you need to make sure that it's clarified as to the direction that I'm giving you. Also, when you save that recording, it's very important that you press the red button and get the little green numbers going. When the green numbers are going, you pretty much did it. Also, it's very important for you to give that file a name and a location that you will remember. If you cannot remember where your recording is, you will lose it, at which point you will have lost most of the material that I've given you, and we're not going to do it again. So it's very important that you remember to do that recording. Also, before you come in for your paper conference, you need to have ready a one-sentence synopsis of every paragraph in your paper. Please don't come in for your conference until you have that ready to present. When you first come in, I'm actually going to have you read through those one-sentence synopses of your paragraphs. And after you do that, I will probably be asking you some questions about the general theme of your paper, and then I will go and actually start reading your paper back to you. What this is doing is helping you to hear your own words in my voice and therefore be able to understand and evaluate them all that much more clearly and hear how they really do hear from how they would sound from someone else. So, in order to understand what's going on in paper conferencing, it's probably best to keep an image in your mind, which may be actually more appealing to the girls rather than the boys. I tend to call myself the cosmetologist of the mind. Now, first you have to understand what the word cosmetologist means. For those of you boys who may never have heard that term before, cosmetologist is the beauty salon. All right, this is where you go to make yourself look good. Well, the word is actually particularly interesting and is very applicable to what we do. Cosmetologist comes from the Greek word cosmos, which means ordered. So when you go into the cosmetologist, what you're trying to do is order your appearance so it looks a little better. So you have a big ball, a fancy event, you go into the cosmetologist and have them work on the order of your face to get it really ready for that big performance. Well, I see it the same way with your papers. Sometimes your papers have a little difficulty getting quite ordered the way they should be. It's also shows you why it's very important that you come to me with your very best work. If you were to go to the cosmetologist, you don't show up without having taken a bath for a week and your hair all in tangles. You go into the cosmetologist basically doing the best that you can, and then the cosmetologist will help you take it to another level. That's what's going to happen with paper conferencing. You come to me with the very best of your work, and then I'm going to work with you to help you look better. I'm not going to do anything for your hair, but I will help your words. I will do my very best to help your words be beautiful and lovely and well ordered. Thank you again for taking paper conferencing this year. I look forward to working with you. It's always a delightful time of intense one-on-one work together, and I enjoy that very much. So I'm looking forward to seeing you.